This is what nobody's telling you about Gavi's injury and why I believe in his comeback. He's officially out for between 4 to 6 months. And look, I get it. A lot of people are already giving up on him. And some people don't even care that he's injured right now. They look at all these injuries and look at setbacks, and they're always going to say, oh, that's it. Gavi is finished. But that is very wrong, and that's very lazy. And here's why. I'm gonna give you a couple of points, and then I'll give you my thoughts on this whole Gavi thing after I finish my point. So bear with me for just a second, and then we'll move on to kind of my thoughts on Gavi. But I'm gonna give you my thoughts on why he's gonna be coming back to his prime. It's just a matter of time. So first of all, comeback stories do exist. We act like ACL injuries and knee surgeries are just career enders. They are not. Florian Wirtz, he came back and he's lighting it up over at Liverpool. You know, he went to the Bundesliga with Bayern Leverkusen. He got injured with an ACL. Then he has an incredible unbeaten season, and now he goes to Liverpool for more than 150 million euros. There's always Radamel Falcao as well. He came back to his prime, and let's not even go that far. Our very own Xavi Hernandez, he had major setbacks early in his career, and he still came back and led Barcelona during his prime years to that amazing team together with Iniesta and Busquets. These injuries are very tough, but they are not a death sentence by any means, like people always make it out to seem like to be, and it's really not. Look, the surgery was effective. Pablo Gavi just had a arthroscopic surgery to repair his medial meniscus. There's suture the meniscus. That's important because it preserves it long term. That's a procedure to minimize the pain and protects the knee and gives him a real shot to come back fully intact and fully healthy. There's no medical reason not to believe that he can't return to his prime level. So when people say he'll never be the same, it's not really based on facts. It's just literally based on fear and on bias and people who don't really like Gavi, okay? Number 3 is the support around him. It's very special. The team has already shown that they are a family and that they are with him, right next to him. And look, day one, Hansi Flick spent a long time with Gavi, together with him, talking to him. The same thing that he did with Marc Bernal, just to remind him, you'll be back. We believe in you. This team is here for you. It's just a matter of time. It's just another setback. And his teammates, they were right there all the way through, especially from the very beginning on the other ACL injury a couple of years ago. And his friends is the same thing. So, and Gavi has been on record himself admitting the mental aspect to an injury is just as important as the physical one. Well, no, he has a team and a coach, and that won't let him feel isolated. That's a massive difference compared to other players and what they have to go through. They don't have the same core values, and they don't have the same love. And remember, Gavi is a La Masia player, and he's known Lamine Yamal, he's known players like Cubarsí, so many other like Balde. These players know each other since they were in little leagues, okay? So there's always that friendship that this team has over any other team in the world. And you know, Gavi, my number 4 is going to be Gavi's mentality. Gavi is just different. People forget who this kid is. At 17, he was already a starter at Barcelona. At 18, he was playing a key role in winning titles under Xavi Hernandez. By 21, he's already worn the captain armband and knows what it feels like to lead. And this isn't about talent. It's about heart. And Gavi, he's not built to give up. He's not. He's built to fight, to grind, to prove people wrong. He saw it last season, coming off an ACL injury, and people doubted him. He played 42 games last season. This guy doesn't fold. I'm telling you, he won't fall now, even with this setback. And you know what? It is heartbreaking. He was one of the best players in the preseason. He's one of the best players to start the year. And I called it. I said, you know what? A lot of people are gonna eat a lot of crow because Gavi is coming back to his own. And then it happens again, man. It brings me to my final thoughts. And my personal feelings about this whole situation is just that I'm gutted, man. I would be disingenuous if I sat here and pretend I'm not devastated. I am. I really am. And Gavi came into this season on a mission. He looked sharp in the preseason. He looked hungry. He looked like a guy who was going to explode into his prime this year. He did. And now this happened, man, it's devastating, man, especially for him. It almost feels like football is forgetting him, and it's not fair. And I still remember that game when he came on the second half against Levante, and he totally changed the game for Barcelona. He looked like he was coming into his own. He was bringing back his prime, and then now this meniscus thing happens again, and it's terrible. But the bigger issue here that I want to talk about for just a second is there's too many games, too much travel. And by the way, I've been saying this, but nobody wants to listen to me. Nobody cares. The international break is destroying players. Too many games, too many flights, too many minutes. Nowadays, they play too many games. Why is Lamine Yamal playing against Bulgaria, bro? When the score is really 4-0. Why was he on the field with painkillers? On painkillers. Why was Lamine Yamal on the field on painkillers? He came back to Barcelona. Now he's been off for like a month, and he went to that international break to play over there with back issues. I mean, what are we doing? We're doubling the games compared to what players used to play 15, 20 years ago. Dude, I've watched these years, man. They didn't have these many games. At this pace, careers will be much shorter. Stars will get burned out. I've already heard people say Lamine Yamal's career is not going to be as long because he's so good so early. He's going to have too many minutes. And when guys like Gavi, guys like Pedri, guys like Lamine break down like this, suddenly everyone acts shocked because they are getting so many injuries. But we're overworking them too much, and nobody wants to take responsibility for this. Especially not international teams like Spain, for example. They don't want to admit it that they play Lamine Yamal unnecessarily. And it just pisses me off, man. It really does. So yes, I'm gutted. Yes, another setback. But no, this is not the end of Gavi. He's too talented. He's too determined and too supported to fade away. He's too surrounded by great people around him. And if you're one of those fans who are literally jumping off the ship, fine. Say that he's finished. Say that he won't come back. Jump off the ship. It's fine. But don't come back when he's dominating again, when he comes back to this Barcelona team to start dominating La Liga, and because he will. I still believe in Gavi, because I'm telling you right now, and I'm staying on this ship, okay? Always. And if you believe, like I do, that Gavi's prime is still ahead of him, hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comments, because for me, this isn't the end. This is just another chapter on Gavi's comeback story.